Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and we are performance Jaguar specialists. It is a very rare privilege to show you this car. Why? Well, several reasons. Let's start with the fact that it is an XKR, so it's one of the last ever internal combustion powered grand touring cars to be produced by Jaguar. It is in unbelievably immaculate condition, with hardly any signs of its age anywhere around. Inside, outside, underneath, under the bonnet, it is truly wonderful. It's travelled only just over 13,000 miles. It's in the most desirable colour combination of Italian racing red with ivory leather. And this may or may not be of importance to you, it is a one-owner vehicle. All of those things make this uniquely special and make me very privileged to show you around. For me, the XKR combines Jaguar's proud sporting history with elegance. Yes, there are many features that tell you this is a high-performance motor car. The bonnet grills to assist with cooling, the flared rear wheel arches, which are saying, yes, there's some wide rubber under here that is needed to get the power down onto the road. The beautiful aerodynamic lines, the quad tailpipes telling you that there is an engine here which needs to breathe out as effectively as it breathes in, and this beautiful rear spoiler which certainly assists with downforce but also tells you that this is a serious performance motor car. From every angle, it's a thing of beauty. From the outside and on the inside, I dare say the words luxury and opulence might be applied, especially in this case with this beautiful ivory leather and the jet cockpit around it. Everything on the car then, fabulously good. There are only a very few small signs indeed that this isn't a new car, so well has it been kept. The alloy wheels are perfect. The tyres are excellent. Dunlop Sport Max. The service history is very fine, and it is ready to please its next keeper. Let's take a look inside. The car's supplied, of course, with 2 remote key fobs and the owner's book pack, but no need to have the key fob in your hand because keyless entry is a feature, and so just grasp the door handle. The car unlocks, the power fold mirrors move into position, and we can look inside. Starting with this beautiful door card, everything, as you see, is in perfect order. The stitching is exactly correct. There are no marks, no blemishes, no wear anywhere. The carpet on the bottom part of the door there is in perfect order. You can see also we've got the full memory seat package with lumbar support and side bolsters which are adjustable, and Bowers and Wilkins sound. Panning around into the cockpit, and I dare say the most eye-catching thing is the beautiful performance seats in ivory leather, with the stitching set in as well, and in such good order. No wear, as you might expect there to be on the side bolsters. They are in fine condition, as is the whole of the cockpit. Let's take a moment to look in the back seat, and this of course is a 2+2, it's not a 4-seater. That means that there's enough room for a couple of adults for a short journey, or kids maybe for longer. Certainly the rear seat space very useful if you're touring for some extra luggage, but it is not a 4-adult car, I'm afraid. Sitting down into the XKR, and the feeling of luxury and opulence is tangible. Looking around, under the centre armrest here, we've got a useful cubby hole with USB and iPod socket, and you can get an adapter to use an Android or iPhone with the infotainment system through that socket there. Putting the armrest down, we can in fact leave the cup holders exposed there if you're having refreshments, or slide it forward and they disappear out of the way. And then the start-stop light is blinking away to suggest that we might want to start up the supercharged V8. Let's do that. We'll listen to the engine notes, see the instrument binnacle light up, and explore the rest of the cockpit. You can see the engine is over-revving slightly to protect the catalytic converter on startup. The steering wheel has moved down from the access position out of the way into the driving position. And looking around, we can first examine the center console. Electronic parking brake there with hill start assist. The buttons for dynamic driving mode, which sharpens the car up. It tightens up the suspension and remaps the throttle and steering and gearbox for a sportier drive. Conversely, rain, ice and snow mode calms things down in this powerful rear-wheel drive car with those big wide tyres, makes it much less of a handful in snowy or icy conditions. That button turns the cruise control into an active speed limiter mode, and we've got the traction control off button there. Then the rotary selector for the gearbox modes. Park at the moment, we go through reverse, neutral and drive, and then push down and rotate into sports gearbox mode. Going forward further still, we have got the ashtray. There's a touch of history for you, with the cigar lighter, which of course in fact is a handy 12-volt socket as well. Above there, we've got the climate control section with independent passenger and driver side temperature control. The electrically heated front windscreen is there, and we've got the timed recirculation as well. Up here to the CD player slot and the infotainment system. Very fully featured indeed. If I just pop back into park, we'll get the main screen there. You can see that we've got audio, climate, phone, navigation and vehicle menu down the side there. Under audio, for example, we've got AM, FM, DAB radio in this particular XKR. That was an extra cost option at the time. CD player and portable audio as well. Back to the home screen, and under climate we can adjust the temperature synchronization if passenger and driver have selected different temperatures, like so, 20 and 21, we can resynchronize them there. And of course, we can switch on the seat heating and heated steering wheel. What a brilliant feature that is on a cold winter's day to keep your hands warm. Back to the home screen and phone, of course, Bluetooth telephony featured in this vehicle. Navigation, which won't work as we're inside a building with a metal roof at the moment. And then in vehicle, we've got all of the adjustments from the trip computer, clock, system and vehicle and so forth. Fully featured, clear, crisp, concise and easy to use. Over on the steering wheel and on the left-hand side, we've got the infotainment and Bluetooth controls. We've got the flappy paddles, of course, for shifting gear while you're keeping your hands on the steering wheel. On the left-hand stalk, the automatic headlights. Over on the right-hand stalk, the rain-sensitive wipers. And on the right-hand thumb pad, the cruise control. All laid out very beautifully, very easy to use. And just above my right-hand knee, we've got the boot release, petrol cap release, and the fog lights and instrument panel dimmer. It's a beautiful place to sit, a place which is a combination of gorgeous artistry and amazing technology. The ergonomics of it are brilliant. This car is so easy and intuitive to drive and so rewarding to drive as well, partly because it's so easy to drive. And you can see again everything in stunningly good condition. No marks, no blemishes, nothing out of order anywhere at all. We'll switch the engine off and have a look at how the roof works. Convertible roofs are amazing, aren't they? They give you the pleasure of open-top motoring and the ability to stay dry when the weather turns bad. But I'm sure we've all experienced some very disappointing convertible roof designs. The Germans in particular seem to make them incredibly complicated and over-engineered and slow to operate and unreliable and expensive to put right. Jaguar have done much better than that. They've created a folding roof in the XKR that works very well. It's highly reliable, well regarded in the industry, and pretty swift to operate too. It's easy to use as well. So in order to close the roof, just press the button up here and you'll see the cover lifts out of the way of the roof stowage. The roof unstows itself and moves forward. That will enable the cover to move back down into position over the rear deck, and then the front of the roof latches into place automatically, no hand latches that need to be operated, and the windows come up, and the process is complete in only a few seconds. Conversely, to open, again it's a single press and hold on the button here. The windows wind themselves down, the roof unlatches, the rear part of the roof moves out of the way so that the stowage place can open up. The roof folds itself down into the stowage, and then the cover comes back into position. And again, all is done very swiftly indeed. Quick, reliable, trouble-free, elegant. All the things that I believe a convertible roof should be, and as you can see, the convertible roof on this car is working absolutely perfectly. The XKR boot can be unlocked either with the remote fob or with a button just next to the reversing camera there, and either way it opens up here to reveal a very useful space. It's a space which extends quite a long way forward, especially if you're not going to be opening the roof, and you can use the extra bit of room that's freed up thus. It extends out to the side, so if you want to get golf clubs or fishing rods or whatever in, that's easy to do. And under the boot floor here, there is another sizable cubby hole where you can put some extra luggage, shopping, or whatever. All in all, a very usable space for a convertible, and again in very good condition, as you can see. No marks, no blemishes, no unpleasant odours to report in the boot either. Coming around to the passenger side of the car, and again we can see a perfect door card. Nothing whatsoever to remark on negatively there. The tread plate or scuff plate is unblemished. The seat, perfect. In fact, the whole cockpit, this side, absolutely as it should be. No marks, no blemishes of any kind. And a tribute to this car's one owner and the way the car has been looked after and maintained. Under the bonnet and there under the plastic cover is the supercharger, and under that is the 5-litre V8 power plant producing 503 horsepower and powering this Grand Tourer from 0 to 60 in just 4.6 seconds and on to a top speed of 155 miles per hour when you hit the electronic limiter. Again, you can see under the bonnet everything is in fine order. Despite having only just clocked over 13,000 miles, there are 8 service stamps in the book from main dealer and then independent specialist. Everything is just as it should be. This car's passed our inspections without issue and is ready to delight its new owner, not only with that amazing 0 to 60 time, but very specifically with the fact that you sit in this luxurious, perhaps opulent cockpit, wafting along the road, and then you want to do an overtake and you press the loud pedal and things become very satisfyingly dramatic all of a sudden. The supercharger kicks the air charge into the engine, the petrol's mixed in, that's combusted, the power comes out through the drivetrain, and this car really takes off at full throttle. It's the most exciting and rewarding and engaging experience to go fast in an XKR, as all of that beauty and luxury meets incredible performance. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been an enormous privilege to show you this beautiful XKR. With Sports and Touring, we're just outside Andover in Hampshire, open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to telephone, email or WhatsApp us with any questions, or if you'd like to come and see the car in person or by video call. It'll be a pleasure to send you a link to the Google Drive. That's our online folder with higher resolution images which you can zoom in on, and PDF copies of important documents about the car which you can peruse at your leisure. If you're needing to dispose of a vehicle in your buying journey, we'll give you frank and honest advice about the best way to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience. And if you'd like to chat about finance, we can do that as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA, and we work with a really brilliant broker. Do like and subscribe to us, please, here on YouTube if you wish. And I'll close by saying thank you once more, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon indeed.